Hello. How is everybody doing today? I'm actually coming to you from my home today. I'm working from home because the roads in my neck of the woods are still not really that great. The terrible single-digit temperatures that I am experiencing it's basically keeping the roads like a sheet of ice. So I've been doing some calls from home and so that's been nice. So I figured I'd do my live today a little bit earlier and give you some helpful tips to avoid racking up holiday debt, because that is something that a lot of people do every single year. So let's just get right to it. I don't want to take up a lot of your time. Is it possible to get your holiday shopping done without going into debt? Yes, but you have to have a plan. So the first tip I'm going to give you is to create a holiday budget. So sit down, and honestly, I know people have started shopping already. I have too. This is something that you should be doing now. So sit down, create a budget, see who you want to buy for, allocate how much money you want to spend total and maybe on each person, and really stick to that budget, because if you veer off, there's no point in actually doing the budget. So make the budget, stick to it, and a helpful tip is to not forget things like food. So if you're hosting and you're providing a meal, you need to factor that into your budget. Decorations, if you're buying any new decorations, and even travel expenses. So make sure to include those into that budget. So number 2, be smart about credit cards. We are a credit card world, and you can get really out of control if you do that. So my suggestion is, if you're using credit cards because you want to, obtain your rewards or whatever you're using them for, make sure that it's an amount that you can pay off at the end of the month, because lots of people are still paying off credit card debt from last Christmas, I'm sure. So just make sure that it's a feasible amount that you can actually pay off and not have to incur those super high interest rates. Okay? Number 3, hold off on self-purchases. I do this. I'm guilty of this. I see stuff on sale. I'm like, oh, I've been wanting that, and it's on sale. Gosh, I'm gonna just get it, snag it. This can get out of control in a very big hurry. So I think if you rein in those self gifts, gifting yourself, that you will actually save a lot of money too. It's a hard one for me, so I'm gonna do this too. Okay. Number 4, be strategic about what you buy and when. So we have a lot of people that are like hardcore Black Friday, Cyber Monday. They buy every single thing that they can on those 2 days, when maybe that's not the best time to necessarily be buying those things. Hello, Brian. How are you doing? Okay, so things that you can get on Black Friday or Cyber Monday that are usually great timing to get it: electronics, apparel, and beauty products. Those are usually things that you want to try and get, and look for those deals on those 2 days. I would wait till later in the month, so closer to the end of December, near Christmas, to purchase things like toys and outerwear, because you're going to start seeing deeper discounts on those things closer to Christmas. They're going to be wanting to move them out and get them out fast. So hang on tight for some of those things, unless it's like a toy that's like a hot toy. I don't even know what the hot toy this year. My daughter's not really into any toys per se this year. She's more interested in makeup and Roblox. So, okay. And last tip, above all, this one is very important. Do not overgive. I know we all get really sucked into it being the season of giving and just being really gracious and spending a lot of money, and it's fun. I get it. But don't feel pressure to buy for everyone. It can get out of control in a hurry. So consider making some homemade gifts. I know this doesn't seem like a fun thing for some people, but there's a lot of really cool DIY gifts on Pinterest. So if you're a Pinterest person, or you can even Google it, look for some fun things. I mean, I'll just show you an example. My face in the camera. These are a homemade gift that I was given. This is a coaster, but it's a tile from Home Depot. And all I did was get a stamp with my first letter of my initial, my last name, and then this other little fun one. Set of 4, super cheap, really cool. So great gift to give. Or maybe suggest doing like a gift swap or something like that. I know if you have tons of family members, cousins, aunts, uncles, all that, it can get really out of control. So if your family has not been one to do a gift swap yet, maybe suggest it, or even a fun like white elephant gift. So those are my tips. I think those, if you stick to those, they will help keep you out of debt and keep you above the red for the season, so that you guys can start off 2020, a brand new decade, on a good foot. My little gift, if you've made it this long watching to the end and you want, I would be happy to send you a holiday budget, which is going to be super helpful. And also, if you need a cute little Christmas gift list for all the people that you want to buy for, this is a great place to write down their name, the idea, where you're going to shop for it, and how much you're going to spend on each person. So between these two little doozies, you guys will be set up to have a really successful holiday. So if you want those, drop me a comment or shoot me a message. I'd be happy to send them to you. All right, have a great day. Stay warm out there, and I will talk to you tomorrow.